Hey, this is Sebastian from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and this evening I'm joined by...
Luíra ten Woorden.
It's great to be chatting to you this evening. Can you tell us about your influences and your work, and how you feeling having released In a Drum, the response so far from media and fans?
Well, the response has been actually really good, and I was really overwhelmed by it. More than it was better than expected, actually. So I'm really grateful for it.
Excellent. I really love the scenic background to the video. Is that actually where you live, right by the fjord and by the mountains and the forests?
Yes, it is. I just
So
moved
jealous.
here.
Absolutely jealous. Okay. So obviously you've come from a heavy metal background. Are there plans at some stage to go back into that, or are you going to be looking at more doing the folk music?
Well, actually, I like lots of styles. Because I don't know if you knew, but I started actually as a classical violinist. And I say never. Sometimes I work together with rock bands or with heavy metal bands as just a side project. So I will not say no to them. But for now, I would say I don't fit in one box, and I combine all that was me and is me and was and is me and was in my past, and yeah, that is me actually. Yeah. So I have lots of influences. Yeah.
Excellent. So obviously with COVID-19 and everything screwing up the world, it's going to be difficult to think about live performances, but are there plans to get out playing live and maybe even get into mainland Europe? You're in mainland Europe. Maybe get into like UK, anything like that?
Yeah, I that would be really cool. Yeah. Yes, I think everybody is struggling, and it's that it's a really difficult time for everybody. But I really hope for the best for this year. Yeah, for everybody.
Excellent. If you could steal credit for any great song that's been released, but you could put your name to it, which song would you choose?
Yeah, this one I thought about. Then it would be a song from Queen.
Excellent. Any particular Queen song?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Excellent. Okay.
One of my favorite songs ever written.
Okay. What is the most memorable concert you've ever been to other than your own, and why?
Of my own, or a concert I went to from another? What do you?
Yeah, from another band. What another
band? It would be one of my first classical live concerts. I remember it was violin concerto of Tchaikovsky.
Okay.
And it was Fortalok of heavy metal festival in the Netherlands, Fortalok, and I remember that the headliner, it was Rammstein.
Oh wow! So you're a big Rammstein fan?
Yeah.
They're absolutely amazing live, aren't they? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I see you've got a Femme tour shirt on the back there. Did you appear there with your band?
Yes, we Adaya played on the first edition.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I can show you. Maybe you can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's brilliant. Okay, so can you tell us what are your goals for the future?
My goals for the future are to because I started a really new style and a new kind of. I just started writing after Adaya broke up 3 years ago, and I started writing new music as I started to learn how to record and to produce music as well. I have now my home studio, as you can see.
Oh wow! Yeah.
It was a lot to learn because I started as writing music on paper, like Mozart. So it was kind of a difficult turn, but it was really cool, and I still love this journey and like to learn new things. And so for now, I am mostly writing a lot of music, lots of recording and inspilling. That's recording, sorry, producing. Sometimes I blend Norwegian, sorry. And to release this year an album. That's the goal for this year.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So going back, can you remember the first instrument you ever picked up, and was it just natural to pick up an instrument and learn it? And how many other instruments can you play? You can play the drums, can't you? What else can you play? Have you tried the hurdy-gurdy?
Yeah, I have a Sami drum. I showed it already to you. That's this one. Cool. It's made of reindeer skin, and it's something they make here in the north. It's a really cool sound. I played tagelharpa. That's a Finnish Viking instrument. A little bit like distorted cello. It sounds. It's a bass tagelharpa. I use it in one of the in a few songs, but not the songs that are released now. So the songs that will be on the album. I started with playing violin when I was 9 years old.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So going down the heavy metal route, who would you say is your favorite female metal vocalist?
That would be, with no question, Floor Jansen and Anneke van Giersbergen.
Excellent. So what can we expect from your album when it's released, and can we expect any sort of metal grunts and things like that?
Well, actually, it's a little bit of a secret, but I think you can expect it. Yes. Yeah.
Shit, do you want me to cut that bit out? I forgot that was a secret. I can cut that bit out. I'll cut that bit out.
No, you can leave it.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay, so what are your goals for the future, and in 4 to 5 years' time, where would you like to see yourself?
Well, I think I still live in Norway. I write lots of music, and I really like to learn lots of new things or instruments, and to grow like a composer and like as a musician. To release a second album, and hopefully it goes a lot better in the world to play concerts.
Let's hope so. Okay, next one then. It's a bit different than before. If you could go back in time and tell yourself something, where would you go and what would you tell yourself?
Right. If I want, or I can go back in time.
If you could go back in time, yeah.
If I would go back in time, if I could, I would go back to 2006, because, this is actually really personal, but actually I ran away from home when I was 20 years old. And I, for a few years, I had no family and felt really alone. I had friends, luckily, but actually they saved me. I would say that that I have more courage than I knew I had, and that I'm stronger than I thought I was, and everything would be okay.
And those sort of personal experiences obviously feed into your music and will help people, of course, that are going through shit times in life. And so that's an inspiration from your work, isn't it, that you can give to others, which is great. Okay. Can you give me your goals for the future?
My goals are to, what I said also a little bit before, to grow as a composer and as a musician, because my mind thinks like there's no box at all. Not only out of the box, but there is no box. So I really like to experience, to create kind of what's the word, to create new things and to kind of blend things together. Like it's a really exciting, cool journey. So I love to write music, and I would love to focus on that. And I love to travel as well, and other cultures. So if it's possible again, I would love to travel again as well.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Let's hope you can get out and do some gigs and tours.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really, since Adea, my previous band broke up, what I miss most is kind of the family feeling and the concerts we played, because it was really cool. And one of the most memorable concerts was the one in Eindhoven where we played on the Female Metal Festival.
Wow, yeah, bet that was amazing.
That was really
Okay.
cool.
Can you give us four words to describe your work?
Then I would say it's the influences are mostly classical, folk music, and heavy metal. The heavy metal part will come will show in the other songs, and that it's polyphonic, and that it's like me, because I think really like there's no box and everything is possible.
Excellent. Actually, I've still not quite finished with you. Got a few more. Okay, so you're stuck in quarantine for a year. Which musician or band, dead or alive, would you have with you?
Then it would be a viola player who lives here.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are 5 questions, either or either. So festival or small intimate gig?
I really like both, but if I have to choose, it would be the small intimate gig.
So, bear or deer?
Bear.
Folk metal or death metal?
Yeah, that's a really tough one, because I really love Opeth, and I really love Elevati, for example. But for now, I would say folk metal. Yeah.
Mountains or forests?
Mountains.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about Edam cheese, but you're vegan, aren't you? So we're not going to ask that.
Yeah, since a few years.
Okay, so Norwegian beer or wine?
Then I would say wine, because Norwegians don't have the best beer, I think.
And also, it's really expensive over there, isn't it? I mean, crikey.
Yes, it's 3 times more expensive, I think, than a beer in the UK or in the Netherlands. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to thank you for your time this evening. Is there anything you'd especially like to say to your fans and our viewers? And do you have a message for people in these unsettling times?
Yes, I would say that with music, I think we can reach actually people's hearts, and I really hope I can, because music is a really powerful thing, and I think I hope I can reach the people who have a difficult time right now, or inspire people, or help people. And I hope that for everybody it will be a better year, and because it has been really tough for a lot of people, for myself as well, that I couldn't travel when it was needed, for example, and and to hope for a really a better year, a more positive year this year.
distance echoes a bit low and softly. In here, it's warm and cozy. Who would ever want to leave? Sometimes interesting sounds from another world appear. Singing creatures, echoing voices, beautiful notes and don't tell. Tried to forget, though still after many years, horrifying pictures hunting me down. In my sleep I tried to move past everything, but now you denied my loving father. Even his funeral and last respect, I tried to forgive you. However, it's all burned on my retina. Yes, one day I will be free of your devil's grip, of your devil's grip, of your devil's grip. And then, out of nowhere, completely taken by surprise, the heat became unbearable. Overwhelmed by the senses, my consciousness tries to focus. Paralyzed, I try to find a distant beat again, but suddenly all sounds turn silent. Lost into the depths, I slipped away. Tried to forget, though still after many years, horrifying pictures hunting me down. In my sleep I tried to move past everything, but now you denied my loving father. Even his funeral and last respect, I tried to forgive you. However, it's all burned on my retina. Yes, one day I will be free of your devil's grip, of your devil's grip, of your devil's grip. to beat low and softly. It was the most difficult decision. Yet I stand my ground proudly. My soul connected with her home for the first time, and found this steady